This is the first thing when I opened this box, I hoped it did that. And it did. Great work, Sharp. Great work. What? Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ritchie Plunkett here from the Puppet of Geek, and today guys, I got you the review of the Sharp GX B17 Bluetooth wide speaker. Now this is a powered Bluetooth speaker I've got here. Now, as I mentioned, the name is GX B17. They have it right there in the front as well, which I think, you know, in the names, like a lot of companies, they name their crazy products by these crazy numbers, and obviously they mean a lot to Sharp and the companies, and you know, I'm sure in Excel documents they look great. We're going to refer it to the bow tie. So it's a Bluetooth speaker, right? So it connects to any Bluetooth device really easily. You know, you pair it, which works easy. It's simple. You just hit the pairing button and away you go. Now it does have NFC chips as well, so you can actually connect that easier if you do have an Android device, which just makes it slightly a bit easier. Just, you know, stick it onto there, it connects automatically. You do have the function as well to have a USB in right on the back here, and as well an audio port in as well. So if you do have just a generic, you know, iPod, you can plug that in using a 3.5mm jack. Now it's right on the top, so that's one of the other features which I think for something like that, like USB or audio in, I feel like it would have been a lot prettier to have it on the back, because then that way on the top it looks still really nice and clean. So as mentioned before, you do have these NFC tags, which are really easy to connect and use. Now, being a new Android user, I haven't used these before, but I find them really handy, especially when you do have multiple devices, which makes it really simple and easy. But if you don't have an NFC compatible device, you can just use the generic pairing button, which works as simple as it does. So also out of the box, you do get this iPad stand, which is, I think, really handy that they actually just chuck that in there. So if you do have sort of a nice home entertainment setup, you can hit your tablet in here. It's about 1 centimeter depth. So, you know, if you do have a thick tablet, it's not going to generally fit, but it is made for iPads because you do have a port in there if you do want to plug in your charging port as well. So you have it, you know, all controlled in there, especially if you want to, you know, have, you know, Spotify open and people can pick their music, which I find it's quite handy. So when you do increase the volume, these LEDs accents over here, they do actually move to the sound as well, which I think is really cool. And as well, when you do increase and decrease the volume, you can sort of see the levels on here as well, which is, I think is really nice. As well, as I mentioned before, you do have this E sound. So if you do have this on or off, it does change the sound dramatically. I would say it enhances it in a way that it makes the sound a bit more dynamic in a way. It's slightly a bit louder. I generally don't know how exactly how it works, but it sounds awesome. So included as well is a remote, which is also really handy, as you do have individual controls for bass, treble, volume, and as well as your different functions like Bluetooth, audio in, and USB, which is also very handy. Anyway guys, this has been the Bluetooth speaker by Sharp, and that is the GX BT7 bow tie speaker. Now you can pick this up on Amazon for about in between $100 to $150, which isn't too bad for a great Bluetooth speaker, especially for something as loud as this, as you heard before in some of the songs that I was playing before. What's really cool about this is the accents that you do get with their little LED movements. I think that's something like a really neat feature. It's obviously not really a necessity in there, but it's cool if you have it somewhere sitting on, you know, next to your entertainment system and you want to play some music wirelessly. It does look cool, and I think that's one of the things what Sharp has going for them. You know, it looks cool, it sounds great, and it's quite affordable as well for about $100 to $150. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.